Hello, my dear and assertive Aries. This is your horoscope for April 2024. And in April, we will have a solar eclipse, another pair. I mean, the second one. The first one was on 25th of March. The second one comes in April. And apart from that, we have amazing, very rare conjunction that will make life with different colors. Let's say it's an amazing conjunction and it's very rare, and two benefic planets, two, let's say, angels of the universe will join forces to make our lives special, to bring into our lives special moments. I can't wait to know what is that for you guys. Well, let's start with April will be in general, actually, like, I love the beginning of the month, even though we will begin it with Mercury retrograde. I've told you guys all about Mercury retrograde in a separate video. You can check it out in my channel, but still, during Mercury retrograde plus eclipses, it's not very advisable to sign papers, to do something important, to start something new, to make deals. It's okay to consider, to plan things, to evaluate all the stuff, like to look at the things from all the angles, to get ready, because May will be another amazing month when you can do actually all the things that you plan to do, but like, let's say, set in stone, but not now, because April is more like it seems like you will have to it's better actually just go easy with the flow and not take any important decisions. This is this kind of a month. Well, let's start 2nd April. As I said, Mercury retrograde in your first house, in your sign, my dear Aries. So it's another, it's a first actually sign from the universe for you to a little bit slow down, to think twice. With Mercury, it's okay, like, it's understandable. You have to, you can recheck things 10 times if you like traveling, or if you want to do that haircut that you've never done, or change something in your appearance like drastically. It's better to actually analyze all these things from all the sides, so that you will not regret your decision. In many cases, people during Mercury retrograde, when they do something very, let's say, shockingly different than they usually do, then it's to change the thing and to go back to the things how it was will be very difficult. So, and especially with eclipse also in your sign, my dear Aries, which will happen on 8th of April, about which I will tell you in a moment. So during the eclipses, it's also not advisable to take any decisions unless you're 100% sure of that decision, because, as I said, with eclipses, you can't bargain, you can't make deals. It's just like a stamp on your destiny, and it will be very hard to reverse it back, whatever decision is that. And coming back to Mercury retrograde, especially in your first house, as I said in that video, separate video for Mercury retrograde, I'll just briefly mention for you guys, especially for my dear Aries, for you, try to stay away from plastic surgeries. It's just 1 month, guys. Really, I understand this is your birthday month, I understand, but still better maybe to spend time with your friends and family and have fun and really think, put intentions for your solar year. What is solar year? For those who didn't know, it's your birthday year, meaning starting from your birthday. That is your solar year. Sorry for the noise. I have open window here and all the sounds from outside are coming in. Anyhow, so what I was saying, okay, yes, and first house is also appearance. That's why I'm telling you, do not do any plastic surgeries. You can go to the doctor, you can consult with the doctor, you can, I don't know, or if it's about haircut, if it's usual routine thing, of course you can do those things, like as usual, do your usual haircut, do your, I don't know, style, whatever. But even when it comes to clothes, but when it comes to change it really differently, think twice, my dear Aries, during this period. I really advise you. as your personal astrologer to just wait 1 month until May. May is the finest month to do everything that you want to do and that you will put your mind on since your solar year, meaning birthday. Also, what else? And if you want to know more about in detail what to do, like and what not to do, what I advise you not to do during Mercury retrograde, you can check out that video. Okay, on 5th of April, planet of love, planet of beauty and money, whole April until 29th of April. So it will move into your sign, my dear Aries, your first house, making you incredibly beautiful. You are already beautiful, my dear Aries, but when Venus is in our sign, we are, we feel more confident, we feel more attractive, we feel like we can convince anyone, and it is that way, when the Venus is in our sign. And we all love when Venus is in our sign. We, in general, feel uplifted and more attractive, more sexy, more, like, I don't know, like a star. We enter in a room and we just feel like all the attention is on us. And we love it, when Venus is here. So enjoy, my dear Aries, especially for your birthday. It seems like the universe is making for you a surprise, a gift. Will actually make you amazing birthdays during this time. It's actually right on time for eclipse, because then you can convince anyone to do anything. And in general, first week of April, we might feel more compassion, more love, and like feeling that you want to share everything with everyone, like help everyone, something, this kind of a great compassion kind of moment. First week of April will be for all of us. That's an amazing time. Let's move to the main thing of this month for you, my dear Aries. Solar eclipse in your sign, especially for you, from the universe on 8th of April. Those who are born on 8th of April, plus or minus 5 days around this date, will feel this eclipse the most. Your life is about to get uplifted, my dear Aries, so get ready. It will be new moon solar eclipse, and new moons are all about new beginnings, something new. Your life is gonna have an additional color to it. It will have something like some sort of new story beginning in your life. Please tell me all about it in the comments. I so much was actually waiting for this eclipse, because this is very, very positive eclipse. It's amazing eclipse, like one of the actually like of a diamonds, because these kind of eclipses are very rare, but this is not that rare conjunction that I was telling in the beginning of the video. I will tell about that conjunction a little bit later, but now let's talk about eclipse in your sign, meaning in your first house. And so you remember, dear Aries, eclipses, they don't usually deliver, like smallest portion of us will get the news of eclipse on the day of the eclipse, on 8th of April. Of course, it's if you're in Europe. But if you're in America or Australia and the other parts of the world, you might get it on 9th or 7th. It depends which time zone you're in. And but most of us will get the messages of eclipse, like allow it actually, 1 month even. Because during that month, this eclipse will be bringing the news for all of us. And even when it happens after it happens, 1 more month. If you didn't get anything up until now, then it will be after it appears actually on 8th of April. It will happen at the evening time, Central Europe, and And again, I will list you some situations that might be, going on in your life, but not all of them. It will happen, just few of them, because we are all Aries at different light, right? And don't forget to check your rising sign and moon sign. Let me remind you about that, because that's how we are all different, right? That because we all consist of 3 signs, not 1. Aries is your sun sign. For those who are listening, their sun sign, and I know that most of people, they usually listen to for their sun signs, which is okay, but still give it a try for your rising sign, because if you knew the fact that astrologers and all the horoscopes are written for rising sign, not the sun sign, so meaning if you have also rising in Aries, ascendant, another way to call it, then this is for you. Double even news coming up here. Or if you have moon in Aries, you can also listen for this horoscope. Okay, let's because all of those 3, they will be bringing different situations. So make sure to listen all 3 horoscopes for you, so you can get the full picture what is to come. This solar eclipse will be connecting with Chiron, Mercury, and of course North Node. The eclipses happen because of nodes, lunar nodes, and they are exactly in your sign right now. One of them, changing your life. Nodes, they are like a little bit correcting the direction of our destiny. This is what they are made for actually. And this new moon, won't have any challenging aspects so far. So far, I couldn't find it. Amazing news actually. And the ruler of this new moon will handshake with Saturn, planet of discipline and planet of responsibilities, that will sit in your 12th house. You might actually start talking again to someone from your past, actually, like maybe it's your father if you've been not somehow communicating, or even grandfather, someone quite older than you, or someone who is far away from you, and even might be a foreigner. This kind of person again might come back, and you might kind of revive your relationship somehow, for some of you guys, my dear Aries. And in general, when eclipses happen in our signs, any part of life can change for you guys. It's not because it's in your sun, it's in your house, and any part of your life might change quite shockingly, for the better, because this is a positive solar eclipse. For all other signs, it will be related to one part of life, some area of life, like be it a marriage, a business, or money. But for you guys, when it happens in your sign, it can be any part of your life. So I will make a separate video for this one, about this eclipse, so stay tuned. This is your eclipse, and this one is sugar sweet, my dear Aries. Seems like you will be, you will get new sense of being, what you want in life, where are you moving to, your plans, your wishes, because this is in your sign. Since feels like you will have whole new kind of understanding where you really want to be going in your life, like new plans, new directions might open up for you. What else? And in general, you might decide something about your past life, which is logical, right? First, we need to sort out about our past life, so that we can actually begin to open new doors. Some sort of like a deal or issue finally will have a decision, to that issue, or some sort of kind of agreement in the past, something which is coming from your past. You will finally somehow finalize it, you will come to the conclusion around this solar eclipse. Seems like for some of you, it might be, related to surgery or health issue. that will be also resolved, and you seem like, starting a new life, like a second life kind of stuff. Some of you guys might be feeling this way around this eclipse. And for some of you, you might really decide totally change like your identity, how you look like, which I actually wouldn't advise that, as I said, because Mercury is also retrograding during whole April. Wait until May, please do so. This is really my sincere advice. But for some Aries, some of you guys, might move somewhere far, or even immigrate, or actually just travel. If not travel, then immigrate. If not immigrate, then travel, which will be kind of life-changing event, starting fresh somewhere new. Here, I would like to tell you, just take care that you won't be stuck somewhere, because there could be some situations like that too coming up together with your travel or immigration. And some of you who've been like looking for some sort of information about maybe your family or about your past, like roots, where you come from, might finally actually get that information, find it, like in your family records or archives. You might finally get to that information, my dear Aries. And knowing your character, you will do so. I'm more than sure. You might finally also release something or someone from your past and start new, free life. You see, it's like kind of you're starting totally new chapter, my dear Aries, with this solar eclipse, which is amazing. And don't lose this chance. Use the solar eclipse to really change your life if you need to, and if you determine to do so. Now, coming to the most awaited part, and this rare conjunction on 21st of April, we have Jupiter, planet of luck, planet of happiness, meeting up with Uranus, planet of surprises, planet of all unexpected things. These two will meet in your, guess what, money house. This is just amazing shower over you, my dear Aries, from the universe. And exact aspect between these two, meaning they will stand on the same degree of the same sign on 21st of April. But we've been actually feeling the effects of these two meeting, of their meetup, since last part of March, whole April, and even May. So all this period, we will be feeling they are conjunction. And this is a very rare conjunction. You know why? Because these two planets, they take up 14 years to meet each other. So it's like every 14 years or so, they meet in a different signs, not even in a one sign. To meet in the same sign, for these two, it takes even more. Last time they met in your money house, when actually no one was alive who are alive now. It was in 1940, like one, I think, when the war started, something like that, around that time. And the last time they met in general, and that was in a different sign, was in 2011. And next time they're gonna meet will be 2037, and it will be in a different sign, which means not in your money house. So that's why it is very rare aspect, and these two planets are not just planets, they are two lovely and beneficial planets for us all, and they're gonna meet finally each other and make exact aspect on 21st of April. You might get salary double, my dear Aries. You will be, fortunate so much to have actually maybe second income even. Some of you will really find that second income, my dear Aries. Both of these planets, they make bigger whatever they touch, and Jupiter and Uranus, they are planet of expansion. They expand things, and meeting in your money house, now connect the dots, coming together, making like bigger, electrifying, especially Uranus is planet of electricity, electrifying the money actually. from your success and make it even more. So this is what they are doing, currently. Um, for some of you guys, my dear Aries, it might be about a gift, not necessarily your earned income, because second house is earned income, but it also expensive gifts like things, and it might be a sudden unexpected gift from someone, quite expensive one, like let's say real estate or a car or jewelry, I don't know, or a luxury trip somewhere. This kind of gifts might happen in your life, and these gifts might be coming from your relative or even a friend. Might be, it's also might be, for some of you, that friend or a relative, they will suddenly leave you inheritance that will actually shock you. Or some of you might travel spontaneously, and as I said, this aspect is a long game aspect. So these things might have already started happening, or they already happened, since they start coming close together, and they started doing that like from, I don't know, middle of March. Some of you might travel spontaneously, or it might be a sudden offer that will be irresistible to miss, even to pass. Most importantly, you will have newfound self energy. Some of you might discover some, I don't know, some type of food or diet, let's say, that will give positive results and impact, let's say, on your life. This might happen as well, because second house is all about resources, and resources is not only money, it's also food, it's also our energy, all types of resources. 19th of April, coming back 2 days before, Sun, our giver of life, will move into your money house, and Sun will be in your money house to witness the meetup of Jupiter and Uranus, and will be waving to them from a little bit afar, but still in the same sign, and in your second house, money house. And Venus, planet of money, not only beauty and love, but also planet of money, will follow the Sun after 10 days. 10 days later, on 29th of April, Venus will come into your second house, bringing all your attention, and money to your income house. These two, you might be counting how much you've spent on your birthday party, let's say, and in general see even more money to come in for your surprise, or you might be paying more attention to your, let's say, diet, or what type of food you eat, because this is also second house. And April will be closing off with full moon. 4th of April, we have full moon in your another money house, but that one is about other people's money. It's not the money that you earn, it's the money that comes from other people to you. Second house, eighth house. And that full moon, most of us, we might not like it, because full moon will receive harsh, let's say, watch from the ruler, actually, of this full moon, Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's the no joke planet, which will happen to be in your house of future, in your house of wishes. And for some of you, it might be, let's say, friend's health concern, maybe some issues with his well-being or hers, or it might be actually your health and well-being have some concern, so do check up if something is bothering you. Don't miss that one. It might, because full moons, they're like projectors, like they bring up the truth. They show you the area of your life where you actually need to pay attention, like pause and really deal with that part of your life. So I will be here giving you a few examples what might happen, and again, not all, just few things. So for some of you guys, it might be this kind of a health issue, or either yours or your friends. It might be about, for some other Aries, it might be about taxes, There might be some news of authorities coming to check up your business. Or it might be there might be some news related to the bank loan that you've taken, let's say, from any financial institutions like banks. It might be also news for those who are like students and who wish to study. It might be news of a scholarship that you applied for, to support your studies. But let me tell you, you might not like the news, or, so actually do not be sad on this. Everything is a lesson in life. Anyhow, you have such a glitters aspect whole April. I don't think this full moon might somehow upset you, but still let me know what it is possibly is. For me, it's always interesting to know what's going on in your life, my dear Aries. For some Aries, might be about any other financial support from any other institutions like that you've applied. If you applied for governmental support, or I don't know, additional kind of financial money, then those issues might have some news coming in. And for some of you guys, it might be not even related to all these things. It might be related to conception. 8th house is the house of conception and fertility journey. And here, guys, those of you who wish to get pregnant, this might not be a good timing to do any non-traditional procedures like IVF, or I don't know, surrogacy, any other type that is known. And because, and again, Mercury is still retrograding, and it is the last day of its retrograding, and Mercury is very notorious on the first and last day of its retrograde, as it's extra strong, and it's how to say, having a full force to turn direct. So during these days, it's really not advisable to do anything important. If this is not about fertility or conception, then for some of you guys who are in investments, or who invested actually into some stocks like, or coins and shares, there might not be a good, let's say, returns, or even a drop of it. Drop of the market could happen too. But let me tell you, Aries, do not worry about this full moon. Everything is a lesson. And anyhow, your ruler, Mars, is coming right on time for your support. On 30th of April, last day of April, Mars will give you a boost and come to home, actually, to your sign. Mars is your ruler, rules Aries. So Mars here will elevate your spirit. You will feel more energized, more, it will activate you for whole period coming, for the whole year. So use this time, because by the new year, Mars will be already also retrograding. So while it's in our sign, we feel all the energy of the world to do, everything. So please do let me know what the April month is going on. What was the topics that came up into your life? It seems like a very busy month, and it's an amazing month. And May will be even double a brilliant month. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you find information helpful and useful. And stay tuned. Bye bye.